Well, hello there, my stamping friends. It's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is your first time joining me on YouTube, make sure that you're subscribed. And if you're joining through Facebook, make sure that you've given us the authorization in order so that I see who's commenting there. So today it's Monday, and this is when I collaborate with Judy Anderson from the United States. And really what I'm doing and what we're doing this week is we're looking at the specials that are in the Savings in Bloom specials that are on. So you get to actually save about 20%, plus you could save more depending on how you go about doing things. Like if you have a minimum order of here in Canada $200, you can also get yourself a host rewards as well. And down in the States, I believe it's 150, but I'm not too sure. So we will have to get that clarified by Judy. In any event, so today what I'm doing is, like I say, I'm playing with one of the specials that are coming on, but I'm also doing a color challenge. And the color challenge itself has and I've got them here. I couldn't use all five. Now all five were Blushing Bride, Polished Pink, Merry Merlot, Poppy Parade, which just blew me away going in with those colors, and also even our the Early Espresso. So today, like I say, I'm going to use 4 of those 5 colors in this challenge as well. So let me just pop on down to my desktop and let's just take a look at the set that I'm using. So I'm going to be using the Quiet Meadows bundle. Now this bundle, if you buy it together, normally you save 10%, but because of the Savings in Bloom that goes until the end of March, you can save an additional 20% on there. And that's quite a savings. And then also your mini cut and emboss, you can also save 20% on that. So what better time to buy something for that camper or for that cottage that you have is have a separate little mini cut and emboss, and then you've got it for when you can take it away. Because trust me, it's like I can lift it with one finger and it's amazing. I love mine. I use it a lot. I didn't today because I've already gone ahead and cut out my stuff. So like I say, we're using Quiet Meadow, where I've got some of the die cuts already done. But this is kind of, it's like an eclectic type stamp pad or stamp set. But it's also one that goes very, very good with collage to do different collaging and everything else with that. But the technique that I'm actually using today is called Retiform. And this is a really old technique. I like to bring it back, especially when I've got to use some different colors and that sort of stuff. So I'm just going to bring in, we're going to be doing lots of sponging. We're going to be doing a lot of different sort of things. So I'm going to show, I've done this before. Hello. But I like to show this technique because this is a technique that basically you could use it. It just takes a bit to wrap your head around, but it's really quite simple in itself. Now, like I say, it's called Retiform. You are going to need a spare piece of cardstock, which I'm going to use. And I see I've got a bit of a smudge there, but that's okay. We can work with that. You're also going to need Post-it notes. If you do not have Post-it notes, you're going to run into trouble with this, but we will use Post-it notes. Another thing that we're going to use is we're going to need our blending brushes. So I have a bunch of different blending brushes. And like I say, don't be alarmed by the different colors that I'm actually going to use here. So Retiform is intersecting lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by setting this. Now I'm using just a piece of cardstock. You could use Post-it notes across there, but I just find it's easier for me if I use the cardstock and then the Post-it notes after. Now, I am also adding one extra color in here, and it's not the hair sand that I want to use, it's crumb cake that I want to use. So to do this Retiform, all you're going to do is you're going to come in and you're just going to sponge a bit around here. Now this crumb cake that I'm using is just going to kind of dull some of these other colors that I'm using. All right, so I'm going to have that there. Let me just put this. I've got a lot of stuff that I got to use. All right, another color I'm going to use is Blushing Bride. Hello. Good. Mine is really good. I have mine set up. My internet is set up, and I have a booster sitting here. So I'm not seeing any of it lagging behind. So I'm hoping that it's okay here. So this is Blushing Bride. So I just go a little bit off the side, and I'm actually going to bring this Blushing Bride into the middle of this. So, I'm going to move this stamp set out of the way as well. And then also I'm going to come in with Merry Merlot. Now, I don't know about you guys, but Merry Merlot is not a color, and you can just tell by my ink pad, it's not a color that I've used very much, but it was one that I thought I was going to use a lot of. It kind of reminded me of that Bravo Burgundy. All right, so just bring it in. We're just going to get that. And, I don't need, at this point, I don't need any other colors. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go across here, and I'm going to put another line about there, I guess we could do it, because I can change this up afterwards. So I've got that there. I'm going to come in, hello. And I'm just going to come in with my Post-it notes. And we're just going to put this across here and another Post-it note here. Just takes a bit of just thinking how you're going to do this. But once you've got it down, it's really neat. So back in with my crumb cake. I usually try to take it a bit off on the ends when you're going to do it, because otherwise you get that big circle that I just had there. Now I'm coming back in with my Blushing Bride, and I'm going to make sure that that's all the way on there. Take it right into the center, and then again with my Merry Merlot. And I just want the darker around the edges. And sometimes, if you feel more comfortable with your sponge daubers, you could use sponge daubers as well. But I think this works quite well with this one. All right, so let's see where we're going from here. Right. So we've got this coming like that, and we've got some different colors, and that's fine. We're all good. So I'm going to come back in. I'm going to put that like that. And then I'm just actually going to put my Post-it notes across here. Now you want to make sure that it's within that line, because otherwise then you're going to have a white little strip there. Okay, I'm going to bring that like that. I think that's going to be good. So I'm going to come in again with my crumb cake. Whoops. And again with my Merry Merlot. Like I say, this is also part of a color challenge that I'm in. So the colors in the color challenge, and there is one that I will not be using at all, were Early Espresso, Blushing Bride, Merry Merlot, Polished Pink, and okay, that's a little even. So let me just go here. And I'm going to actually go, and we're just going to get this part done. But anyways, the other color that I'm using, like I say, is Polished Pink, which I'm going to incorporate, but the one color I can't incorporate in there, it just isn't singing to me with the pinks, is the Poppy Parade. So if somebody can think of a way I can incorporate Poppy Parade in here, that'll be great. All right, so that was... So just Blushing Bride. And my Merry Merlot again. And then we're almost ready to do the rest of this. This is the... Oops, see, that's what I say. I don't want to get those lines in there. All right, so we have that like that. Now what I want to do is I want to just put one piece in here. So again, I'm just going to come in with my Blushing Bride in here. A little bit of the Crumb Cake. And then my Merry Merlot. Okay, we've got one going that way, one going that way. So see, it's a little bit lighter. And then I just want one going across here. So I'm just going to just put this on here. I just want a bit of a difference on there. See, this is a really neat old technique. It's amazing with blue colors and that sort of stuff, but I wanted to see how this would look with this. And sometimes that's the easiest way to incorporate when you're doing a color challenge. And let's just put a bit more of that Merlot on there. Okay, so I think we're ready at that point. So now let's see what it kind of gives you, a bit of a different sort of look on there. So I'm going to start with this piece up here. I'm just going to lay this across here. And I'm going to come in with this particular stamp. So this is this stamp here, the word stamp here. And I'm going to come in now. I'll get rid of this Crumb Cake. And I'm going to come in with my Early Espresso. And I've got to make sure that I know which way is the which way. So let's just do this up here. All right, so I'm just going to come in, and this is where I'm going to create my collage. Just like so. And then I can also come in, and let's put some Merry Merlot. Put some dots in there. And then I also have this flower that we're going to put in there. Just like so. So what that's doing now is just giving us a bit of a collage on there. And then let's go here, cover this part up. This part. And I think I'm going to cover this part up like this because it's quite a big area. And I'm going to come in with my big one. Now I could use my Blushing Bride on this as well. So I'm just going to come in here and let's just put that right there. And I think we'll also put this on there. This, I think, is the fun part, is to just like so. So, like I say, what we're doing is we're working on a collage now. So let's put this over here. And I think I'll go in and maybe we'll use, I should have cleaned that off, my Blushing Bride on this flower. Now we could use other stamps. We don't have to just necessarily use these stamps. There we go. So see how the Retiform is now starting to take effect. really like the Mary Merlot on here the best. This is a big image, so I'm going to go across here, and I'm going to move this up a bit. I'm going to use a lot more of this particular flower. So we're going to have it go across, just like that. And I think we should put some of these words on here as well. I think that's the right way. There we go. You see how that's starting to form, right? Now let's go here. And one right here. Now I've got put that other flower down here. But let's just go and put maybe some splotches across here. Whoops. I'm going to come in with my Mary Merlot, stamp it off. Let's go with our Early Espresso. When I get it going the right way. Like so. And now we can go and finish doing this last part down here. So see how we're starting to get that looking like that. Oh, thank you. And like I say, some of these colors, I really like Sahara Sand and Navy, the Night of Navy together. Let's just put this across here and cover that up. Now we're going to use this flower, but we're going to use it with the Mary Merlot. Let's go ahead and do that about like that. And put some splotches on there as well. Just like so. Maybe one over there. There we go. So let's see how that's going to look. All right, not too bad. You could get it going a lot of different areas. You can get it going all different sort of things. You know, Marjorie, better late than never, right? All right, so I've got those colors there. So like I say, I have gone ahead. I've used Mary Merlot, Blushing Bride, and Early Espresso. I am supposed to use, and there's no way, I can't think that I'm going to get any way that I am going to get that. I'm sure I'm not going to get the Poppy Parade on there. All right. So I have a bunch of these. I love these. This was actually from the annual catalog. This was one of the first ones that I did pick out. So let me just go and just take some of these. I wonder where my brush went. There we go. Should have done this ahead of time, I guess. There's that. I've got some in Blushing Bride. I've got an Early Espresso one, but I don't think I'm going to use it. I might, but I doubt it. I've used my Early Espresso on my inks, so we're okay there. And I don't think we need anything there. And if we're going to use this, I'll just take this part out. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to have on here, I want to have the sentiment on here. So they have some really nice sentiments in this stamp set. There's the thinking of you, you're too kind. I think it's really nice to have a thinking of you one. So I'm going to just take my thinking of you and I don't know where my, here we go. Just put that onto here. And I think it would be dark enough with this, the Mary Merlot. So I'm going to actually put my sentiment on there with Mary Merlot. Pretty sure it'll be dark enough. Yes, it will be. Now let's just check to make sure that it's straight. Okay. And do you use your grid paper to line up your sentiments? I try to. I'm hoping that okay, not too bad. All right, so that's going to go on there. We're going to put some of this on there as well. So I think, let's see, I think we could go ahead and maybe put some of this behind there. Let's see how that looks. And then I've got this and then this. That look okay? Yeah, that'll look okay with the, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of glue this on. Oh, I have a funny feeling I'm going to run out of this. This glue's not going to work for me. Let me just prime it. Feels like it's kind of empty, so. All right. We're going to give it a try. I store it upside down. It's when you really wish you had an assistant in your room. There we go. This is just going to go. See, I missed a spot here. Let me just go back in there and get that spot out. One other thing. Oh, Penny, you are watching it from YouTube. Sometimes if you're having issues with your internet, to watch it through YouTube sometimes helps as well. All right, so let's go put some of this on. And you know what? I can go in with my mini dimensionals. Let's put that on with the mini dimensionals. Let's do another one on there. And I'm going to put a bit of glue down at the bottom. I don't know about you guys, but spring is trying to come here in Kamloops, but it's not. I've got to grab another glue. That's just not right. There, this will probably work better now. You have to prime it. Okay, let's just put that there. And then we're going to put this. This is, I think, my favorite out of all of them. Let's just put that over that way. And I think I can also get some mini dimensionals on there as well. All right. I should probably be using the black ones. Yes. Do you use your black dimensionals? I really like the black dimensionals, especially with a dark color cardstock. So don't forget, this bundle is 10% or 10% off just because it's a bundle, and then you get the additional 20% off, and also that mini cut and emboss machine. Yeah, pretty amazing. You know what? I need one more on there. Now, I'm hoping I've got that where you can see. You can't see them. That's why we use the black. I'm just actually going to go in and trim this just a little bit here. There we go. Okay, so let's just put this over there. And then I really want to use this linen. I'm on a real linen kick lately. So I'm going to actually thread this through here. So I'm just going to wrap this around. This is going to go, I want it to wrap around a couple times. So I'm going to just bring it down below, underneath, I mean. And then we're going to attach it just onto the back. So I always use tear and tape when I attach. Just bring in my tear and tape. And we're going to bring this around to this side. Let's just cut this off. So if you are a demonstrator, you get to see the new annual catalog on the 23rd. You know, it's funny that was one of the reasons I signed up to be a demonstrator, but the community is what keeps me there. Just to let you know, it's amazing what just to be able to see the catalog that early, because we get to see it on the 23rd. So that's pretty exciting. Okay, so we have that. Now, this is where I'm hoping that I can do and incorporate another color. So I'm going to put this onto this Merry Merlot and get a load of this. I'm going to put it onto the petal pink. I mean the polished pink. Quite different, right? And it kind of looks like I've got petal pink in here, but I don't have petal pink on the front of this card at all. Say I could have done this in all different colors. Let's do that. And we can go ahead and put that, whoops, just move that just a tad. I got glue on me now. Oh, I could try a Poppy Parade butterfly, but you know what? We only have to use at least 3 of the colors. Do you want me to try a Poppy Parade butterfly? I will. All right, so the dies are, just have the dies right here. Right here. All right, so Judy says a Poppy Parade butterfly. Okay. Well, that's easy. I do have my scraps here. So let's go in. Yeah, this one has a great little butterfly in it too. You know what? It's too big, that butterfly, but I'll use this one. Just take this out of the way. See what I mean? The Poppy Parade just doesn't go. You know what? I'm not even going to try it. But it was a good idea. It was a great idea. And then on the inside, I have this, We're going to put that in, but we're going to come in and we are just going to go ahead and take this image here. We're going to take this Merry Merlot again. We're just going to stamp that up. Now, I'd like to know, that was the small one. That was the smallest one that's in there. Okay, so I'm just going to put this right here. That, and then I'm just going to put that into the inside. Now, these pieces are 3 3/4 by 5 inches. That seems to be my favorite inside size to put on the inside. I like that extra little bit around the outside. This Merry Merlot and polished pink go really pretty together. So let me just hold that down. Yeah, Poppy Parade just doesn't work for me either. There's just no way I could even get a little fleck of it anywhere. No. Now, I have to tell you, I have seen the Blushing Bride, the polished pink, and Poppy Parade used together, and it's pretty cool. All right, so then we're just going to go in and embellish. And originally I thought, well, I could maybe use these polished dots, but the iridescent might work with that. So let's see what the polished dots look like. These polished dots are also new from the J2J mini catalog, as are the iridescent rhinestones. So let's see. Nope, I think I'm going to go with the iridescent rhinestones. All right. These are a really good deal. I think you get 200 in your package. Great deal. Put one there. One up here. And another one up there as well. Oh, yeah, they look really great on there. I could almost put 5 on there. So, what do you think? Do you like that Retiform? It's different. It works great for masculine cards as well. But like I say, I wanted to try it with this particular stamp set. It looks yeah, I'm kind of pleased with that. That looks not too bad. In any event, I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to basically look over the Spring into Blossoms stamp set. Or everything that's on sale. I know Judy's going to be showing something tomorrow from that sale as well. And the mini cut and emboss. If you go camping, you've got a motorhome, what better thing to take than that? If you've got if you go somewhere else to a cottage, it's great to have your mini cut and emboss. Like I say, I have mine at my family in Winnipeg's house. I have one there. And when I get around to going to Montreal, I'll take one there too. Anyways, you guys have a great day. Don't forget, give me, oh, thank you. Thank you, Betty. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to share my video, and you can share this through Facebook as well. That helps Judy's and my algorithms. It just helps us be more out there in the Stampin' Up community. So have a great day. Judy will be back tomorrow about the same time. She'll let you know. We always say give or take a little bit, but have a great day. Bye for now.